All right. For those few latecomers that just popped in, again, so happy to have you guys here. It's right at 7 o'clock, and I really want to be, in respect of your time. So we're going to go ahead and get started. But for those that just popped in, if you don't mind, go ahead and making your name on your screen to the student's first and last name, so we can take roll just so we know who's here. That'd be very exciting for us. So just kind of ready to kick things off. So first of all, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come hang out with us tonight. Really do appreciate you all being here. My name is Chad Steinkamp. I am the Director of Transfer, Adult, and Military Recruitment in the Office of Undergraduate Admissions. Um,
This is hello.
very-
Just put in the chat. So chat.
No, 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 no. We gotta fix attendance or something.
we got a couple of you that are, if y'all can make sure that you're on mute as well, that would be great. But I want to go ahead and introduce, I just introduced myself, but we also have a strong team here from the Office of Admissions. So we have Anthony here, Lexi, and Jillian from the Undergrad Admissions Office. They're going to be watching our chat room. I want you guys to just kind of think about that. Tonight is about you. We want you to get all the information you can about Wichita State. So if you have questions, you have comments, you have concerns, anything, please feel free to put them in the chat room. Anthony, Jillian, and Lexi will be there to answer your questions, share links. Just make sure that you definitely get all the information that you need tonight. So very excited to have you. We also have some campus partners here tonight, which I'm very excited. So thank you, campus partners, for taking time out of your schedule and hanging out with us as well. We'll go ahead and have you all introduce yourself, what department you're from, and just take a couple of minutes each to go ahead and just introduce yourselves. And then at the end of my presentation, you guys get totally tired of hearing from me. At the end of my presentation, we're going to have breakout rooms available for you. So if you want to talk to someone from financial aid, or you want to talk to someone from Little Arts and Sciences, you can go to their breakout room. And visit with them. And just keep in mind, you don't have to go to just one breakout room. You could go to all the breakout rooms. So we'll go ahead and get started without further ado. I'm going to pick on my friend Terrence. I'm going to have him kick things off with the introductions of our campus partners.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Terrence Williams. I'm the Director of Recruitment for the College of Engineering, and I will be in the engineering breakout room tonight. And so if you want to hear more about our engineering and computing degrees, applied learning scholarships, and some support resources, feel free to join me tonight in our breakout room.
Awesome. Thanks, Terrence. Okay, I'm going to go to Aaron next. Aaron.
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Aaron Evans. I'm one of the career coaches with the Shocker Career Accelerator. We are the career services and career development department on campus. So anything you guys want to hear about as far as things with your resumes, getting internships and jobs on campus, or anything of that nature, feel free to join my breakout room. Be happy to share some of those resources with you all.
Awesome. Thanks, Aaron. Okay, is Talon here? I know Talon was saying she's going to be a little bit late, but if Talon's here. Okay, Talon's not here yet. Okay, so we'll go to Faith.
Hi, everyone. I'm Faith Klaus. I am with the Housing and Residence Life, so I'll be in the Housing and Residence Life breakout room at the end that you can ask any questions regarding housing or your application because it did open October 1st.
Awesome. Thanks, Faith. Okay, Wendy.
Hi, I'm Wendy Haynes. I'm with the College of Fine Arts, and I am going to be talking about all of our different programs. We've got visual arts programs that include art education, studio art, graphic design. We've got performing arts that includes dance, theater, musical theater, and design and technical theater. We've got School of Music, which is everything music, vocal, instrumental, music ed. And then we have our newest area, which is the School of Digital Arts, that has acting for digital arts, animation, filmmaking, game design, audio production, and I just forgot the last one, but I'll remember it by the time I talk. Thrilled to have you here, and I'll be in the breakout room to answer your questions, talk a little bit about scholarships and anything you want to know about the arts. Thanks.
Perfect. Thanks, Wendy. Appreciate it. Jane.
Hi everyone, my name is Jan Bui Tu. I work in the Office of Financial Aid and Scholarships. We are the office really to help you understand, also give money too, right? And so that's going to be one of the biggest questions I know as you're thinking about college on how to pay all of that. So in the breakout room, I'll talk about the steps, different things like the financial aid process, scholarships, and just other ways you can fund your college expenses.
Awesome. Thanks, Jane. Vincent.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vincent Farwell. I'm a student engagement and belonging ambassador. So what that is we do all the clubs and stuff out on campus. So you're fun outside the classroom. So I'd love to talk about your opportunities for getting involved on campus and feeling like you belong here.
Awesome. Thanks, Vincent. Appreciate it. And Patricia.
Hi, I'm Patricia Phillips. I'm from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. We have over 40 different degrees, so I'm not going to name them all, but I will put a link in the chat if you want more information or to figure out if you are in liberal arts and sciences. And I'll be in a LAS breakout room.
Awesome. Thanks, Patricia. And I'm going to check again. If Taylin is here, I'm going to let Taylin introduce herself. Okay. Was going to run a little late, but Taylin is with our honors college. So they should be here as well to have a breakout session if you're interested in the honors program. So, all right. Campus partners, thank you so much for introducing yourselves. And again, you guys keep in mind, once we're done with the presentation and our student panel, we will go ahead and send you to those breakout rooms, and feel free to jump in one of them or all of them, because I know our staff would like to talk to you. So, okay.
Sorry to interrupt you, Chad. So I apologize.
Oh,
I didn't get a
Karen,
chance
I'm
to
so
introduce myself.
sorry.
No
Karen,
worries.
I'm so
I know
sorry. I
there's a
have you on
lot
my
of
list.
us. No worries. So just real quick, my name is Karen Galindo. I'm a study abroad advisor over at the Office of International Education. So if any of you are interested in studying in a different country during your time as a student at WSU, come join me over at my breakout room and I'll just go over details like when you can study abroad and where and more. Thank you.
Awesome, Karen. Thank you so much. And I apologize. I have you on my list, but I just, for some reason,
It's
looked
no
up.
problem at all.
So
Thank
appreciate
you.
you jumping in, Karen. All right. We'll go ahead and start the presentation again. Thank you guys so much for being here today. And like I said before, make sure you do ask questions. So put those questions into the chat room, and I know our staff will be happy to help you. So to kick things off, we have a message from our president.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rick Muma, the president of Wichita State, and we're honored that you've chosen to spend time with us to learn more about all that Shocker Nation has to offer. I think our university is a really special place, and I hope through your conversations with our staff and students today that you'll leave our event wanting to learn more about why Wichita State may be the right fit for you. Our university has existed for more than 125 years, and while I'm biased, I think this may be the best time ever to be a Shocker. If you haven't been on campus at all or recently, you may not know that just in the last handful of years alone, we've opened up 120 acres of space on campus that features 2 new residence halls, a best-in-class YMCA, a restaurant and retail center, and most importantly, connections with local and global businesses and organizations where all of our students have research and applied learning experiences. Our classrooms are literally yards away from resume-boosting internships with companies like Airbus, Deloitte, Spirit Aerosystems, Textron Aviation, and NetApp. Our faculty are thought leaders in their field, conducting research and provide instruction that can be applied to real-world settings right away. On top of that, our students are engaged with one another through campus activities, speakers, and concerts, and cheering on our NCAA Division I athletic teams. While I know the college search process may feel overwhelming at times, I want to wish you and your family the very best as you move forward. Know that all of us at Wichita State are here for you and anxious for you to get to know us a little better. Thanks again for taking the time to attend our event today, and I do hope to see you on campus for a visit soon. Go Shockers! Hello.
All right. Thanks, President Mooma. It's kind of like he was here in person. So thank you guys again for being here. So we're just going to kind of go over a few of these slides. You're going to listen to me talk quite a bit, but hopefully I can get you all the information that you need about Wichita State. But it really, you guys, it's a great time to be a Shocker right now. We are, for these last 4 years, we've had our five largest freshman classes in the university's 130-year history. We hit overall record this year. We have over 18,000 students here at Wichita State. So we're really excited with the numbers. We're really excited where we're going and what the future looks like. One number that's very near and dear to my heart is that we are the #1 transfer destination in Kansas for 14 years in a row. So any of the transfer students on here, we just want to know that how transfer friendly we are. What that basically means is we get more community college students that transfer to Wichita State than any other university in the state. And we've done that for 14 years straight. So we're really excited to have our transfer students as well as our first-time freshmen. We just want to make this home for you as well. And to invest in our students, we've had over $600 million worth of campus infrastructure investments during the last 10 years. You guys, I'm going to talk a little bit more in detail what that looks like and what that means. But what's been great for the last 10 years, I've been here about 14 years now. And pretty much the whole time I've been here, we've been constructing something, updating something, renovating something. So really just to make that look really good and pleasing for our students. And a number one thing that I want to mention is that we are the most affordable research university in the region. So you get more bang for your buck when it comes to Wichita State. And again, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in detail as well. So just some fun facts about Wichita State and some things that you guys should know is that we are we're located in the largest city in the state of Kansas. So we are right in the heart of Wichita. We got some top 10 feats on there that you can see, best places to live. My favorite part is the best foodie city. So if y'all are not familiar with Wichita, lots of local, cool, fun places to eat and to check out and to experience. So a lot of good stuff. We offer over 130 million awarded annually in scholarships and aid. So like I mentioned before, we really want to make this affordable for you and for your family. So when it comes to Wichita State, just don't let that tuition cost, don't let that thing kind of get to you at first because there's so many options for you with the aid and the scholarships and just everything out there available. And like I mentioned before, over 18,000 students, which is very, very exciting, which I didn't think we'd see in my lifetime. And we have hit that a lot quicker than I thought we would. When it comes to majors, areas of studies, you guys, we have so many. So if you're kind of undecided right now, like I really don't know what I want to do with my life, I promise you, we probably have something that you can do, something that you're interested in, something that you want to spend a career in. So plenty of majors, areas of study. A lot of our faculty to student ratio and our class sizes are very small, which is super nice. So 92% of our classes have less than 49 students. Which is really exciting. And then we also have just some really cool opportunities. We got like a really good shocker rowing team. We're being recognized in national magazines as top schools in specific areas. So a lot of good stuff going on with Wichita State and the city of Wichita. And also, you guys, you see Woo, our mascot down there, we kind of have a hammock area. What kind of cool place has a hammock area that you can chill in, right in between classes on those nice days here in Wichita? So moving along, so we got honored. We're honored to be a part of it's a TV show on Amazon Prime. So for those of you that have Amazon Prime, there's a TV show called The College Tour. It's a series, and then they have a celebrity host. His name is Alex Boylan, and Alex picked Wichita State to do this college tour show. So there's over 20 different segments that he did. And if you belong to Amazon Prime, go search College Tour, check out Wichita State. There's 20 different segments that we did. I promise you tonight, as much as I really want to, we will not show all 20 segments, but I do want to show you one segment that specifically comes from this show that I think you guys will enjoy.
We have the distinguished honor to hear from Wichita Mayor Lily Wu. Mayor Wu is a 2007 graduate of Wichita State, and she continues to work with the university in her official capacity to strengthen partnerships and support the growth and development of Wichita and its institutions. Mayor Wu, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Alex. It's my honor to welcome you to my hometown of Wichita, Kansas. I arrived here as an 8-year-old immigrant from Guatemala and now serve as the city's 103rd mayor. I'm living proof that anything is possible in the air capital of the world. In 2003, I was blessed to start my collegiate journey at Wichita State and was awarded the Distinguished Full Ride Core Scholarship. I majored in international business and integrated marketing communication. While at Wichita State, I gained hands-on experience at WSU-TV and internships at the Hayes Company and Koch Industries. I appreciate the connections and opportunities that Wichita State provided me through mentors and student organizations. The connections I made and the community involvement I experienced during my years at Wichita State helped me to lead Kansas's largest city. Wichita is a global city that celebrates cultural diversity with festivals like Riverfest, the Tallgrass Film Festival, and the Wichita Asian Festival showcasing our vibrant community. We have amazing food festivals, and our city offers more than 1,200 restaurants, from global cuisine to local breweries and coffee shops that make Wichita a foodie paradise. Wichita State's commitment to our community is also evident in the $300 million investment in healthcare through the Wichita Biomedical Campus. I'm proud of the limitless opportunities Wichita State students enjoy. Here in Wichita, your dreams are possible. Wichita State students are connected to a community where they can reach their full potential. They can work alongside professionals in internships and paid applied learning experiences on and off campus. I'd like to invite more people to join Shocker Nation and choose Wichita to live, work, and raise a family. Thanks for visiting us, Alex. Back to you.
Thank you, Mayor Wu. We can tell that you're proud of your alma mater and your city, and rightfully so. The city and campus have been so warm and welcoming to all of us, and we cannot wait to visit again soon. Thank you again, Mayor Wu.
All right, so we're really excited to be a part of this show, y'all. I mean, we're the only Kansas university that is on the college tour, which is very exciting. And that segment really kind of showed how we connect with the community and how really important Wichita State is in the Wichita community. So kind of moving along, we're going to talk a little bit about what we kind of strive for here at Wichita State. And one is really accelerating your career as a shocker. One of the things we're very proud of here at Wichita State is what we call applied learning. You're going to hear us say applied learning a lot. So in your college search, when you come visit with us, you're just going to hear applied learning. What that is that's an opportunity for you all to learn outside of the classroom. Of course, you guys are definitely going to have, the in-class instructors and those lecture times and stuff, but we really wanted you to take advantage of the applied learning opportunities. And my friend Aaron is on here from the Shocker Career Accelerator. He can kind of hit more on that in his breakout room. But we really want you to take advantage of that applied learning. And again, that's getting that experience, that real world experience outside, off campus, outside of the classroom. So as you can tell with some of the bullet points over here, our Shockers have earned over $33.5 million in internships and on-campus jobs. We want you to gain that experience, you guys. And what's cool is that 90%, 96% of those internships are paid. When I was going to school, y'all, and probably look at your parents, internships weren't paid back then. But they are paid. Most of them are paid now. And for those that aren't paid, there's a few out there that are not paid. We like to invest an additional $4 million in support for our students to still do those internships and still get something out of it. Could be like a scholarship opportunity or even a paid opportunity. But we really want to help our students with those options to learn some things outside. And some of the outcomes, the good things about the outcomes, and the Shockers have the highest employment rates and earn more Kansas job than grads from any other research university, which is very exciting. And you can guys see the pictures over here on your screen of some great examples. My favorite one is my friend Natalie. So Natalie's picture probably stands out the most. So she is sitting there next to Mr. Potato Head, holding the Darth Vader helmet. Natalie's a good friend of mine. She worked in the admissions office. It was amazing to hear about her experience. So she did an internship with Hasbro Toy Company in Rhode Island over a summer. So that's just to say that you can do these applied learning opportunities not only on campus and in Wichita and in the state of Kansas. You can go nationwide to do some of these things. And talking to Natalie, she said it was such a huge experience for her and such a good experience for her and a huge resume builder. She did tell me that at some point in time, she said, I have to show you my toy collection I have because I guess for their staff and employees, if toys get returned or if they just give them samples, that they just give them to their staff. So she's got a nice new toy collection going on as well. Um, but we have also a couple other folks like Aaliyah over there in the top left corner with the Oklahoma City Thunder. So all of our sports fans, she's a sports management major. She did some internships with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now she works for the WNBA, so which is really exciting for her. But you guys can do stuff on campus, you can do it off campus, you could do this nationwide stuff. So definitely make sure that you guys take advantage of the internship opportunities because we really want you to get dialed in with that real world experience and those internship opportunities. And just another reminder, you guys, so feel free if you have any questions about anything that I bring up or talk about, feel free to jump on the chat room and ask the rest of our team. So moving along, we do have a nice video of some of the examples of how applied learning can work for a student.
Howdy everyone, my name is Lauren Kaufman and I'm from Blanchard, Oklahoma studying biomedical engineering with a minor in mathematics. Since I was a little girl, I've dreamt of shooting for the stars and working for NASA. Seeing my dad work for NASA inspired me to pursue a career in space innovation. After touring NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, I was determined to achieve my dream of biomedical research for human spaceflight. I knew it was important to get experience early on in college to stand out among the thousands of NASA internship applicants. I discussed my goals with Dr. Youngkook Lee, who later offered me a research position in his lab focused on cardiovascular studies involving photoplasmography, which was later supported through a NASA research grant. This experience led to an internship opportunity with the Translational Research Institute for Space Health. In this role, I supported biomedical hardware to collect data from commercial spaceflight. In fall 2024, I was accepted to the NASA Co-op program, where I worked with the Human Health and Performance Directorate. I was handed meaningful work on my first day and even finished an actigraphy device design set to support the International Space Station and Artemis missions. The early career experience Wichita State provides is unparalleled and exactly why I chose to become a shocker. Wichita State has not only jump-started my career, but also provided many memories that will last a lifetime. Winning multiple intramural basketball championships, playing flag football, taking relaxing walks around campus, and sharing late-night study sessions alongside my friends are memories from Wichita that I will always cherish. My time as a shocker has been so meaningful and impactful that my little brother has also been inspired to attend WSU this fall. I have 3 more internships planned before my graduation, with my next one being in the Flight Operations Directorate, where I will work with daily crew support and procedure development. My plans after graduation include working at Johnson Space Center. My advice for prospective students is to get experience early, as it can open so many doors. Wichita State is such an amazing place to grow, learn, and chase your dreams. I encourage all future shockers to shoot for the stars and go Shocks.
Awesome. And you guys just kind of keep in mind with that applied learning and internship opportunities, like with Natalie, for example, that worked at Hasbro, it wasn't necessarily something that she was going to do afterwards, but the experience that she built and the connections and the network that she made for that process is just something that's going to last with her for a lifetime. So this is a good example of how that applied learning works. So kind of shifting gears just a little bit. So we do have the applied learning, and then with applied learning, we do a lot with the Innovation Campus. So as you can see on this map on your screen, this actually used to be an 18-hole golf course. So I don't know if some of you on here remember that. So when I first started working here, probably about 13, 14 years ago, out of my office window, I could see one of the golf course holes, and I was like, oh man, this is great. I got a view of a golf course. Y'all, like a week later, I was looking at piles of dirt and construction equipment, but it's been totally worth it. So we have transformed this whole section of the campus into what we call the Innovation Campus. As you can see in the yellowish orange color, those are buildings that have been completed already. Partnership buildings are in the green. So our partnership buildings are typically different organizations, groups, companies that we have partnered with to bring their businesses on campus for our students to do internships, to do partnerships, co-ops. In the white, we got a few things that are under construction. One of the the companies I do like to bring up is Airbus. So Airbus is a good example. So the green building number 22 there, Airbus was one of our very first innovation partners. So they had an office in downtown Wichita. And then once we kind of started the whole innovation process, they were first to jump on a building. So they're like, you know what? We want to be on campus. We want to work with your students. So Airbus was one of the very first organizations and companies to jump on campus and join us. And it's really nice for them because they have access to all of our students. So it can be an engineering student, a business student that can just walk across campus, go into the Airbus building, share their excitement and their motivation with those that work at Airbus, but then also the folks at Airbus, they can share their experience, they can share their information and help network and build up those students. So it's really a win-win situation for all of our students. And as you notice, there's a lot of companies. So you can kind of see the company names that kind of go around there. We do have a hotel, we do have a YMCA, we have a couple new residence halls that have all been built on this innovation campus. And if you have not been here to see it, please come for a tour. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the tour here in just a little bit. But we definitely love to have you on campus to check things out. But we do have some photos here I want to show. Um, Up in the upper left-hand corner is NetApp. So NetApp is one of the corporations that, of course, we're partnering with, and this is the NetApp Cafe. Actually, they have a cafe in their building that's open to the public that you can go to. Over in the upper right-hand corner is the Deloitte factory. So they build and create and design factory technology. And they work again with our students and staff. Fun part on the bottom left-hand corner, that's one of our food delivery robots. So if you haven't been on campus to check out the food delivery robots, you need to come check them out. So they've made over 12,000 deliveries across campus. So basically, you get on their app, you order a meal from somewhere on campus, that robot will go from one end campus to the other to deliver that food for you. And it's actually kind of fun. So I think we started off with 14, 15 robots. Unfortunately, one got hit by a bus a couple years ago. Rest in peace, little robot. It was a sad day on campus, but we do still have some good functioning robots that are still alive and well and are delivering the food for us on campus. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, we do have Social Tap, which is one of a few restaurants we have in Braeburn Square. So Braeburn Square has a couple of restaurants. It has the Shocker store that you can come and visit when you come on campus. So some good options for you when you guys come to campus for some food and just to hang out and visit with friends and family. So I do have another video here that kind of showcases a little bit of fun way with the Innovation Campus. Right, it makes you guys really want to come out and check it out, right? Especially that Deloitte factory. That place is really cool with all the robotics and tech there. It's impressive. Okay, so a couple things that we want to kind of shift a little bit more towards the other side, the older side of our campus. We do have what we call the new Shocker Success Center. So the Shocker Success Center is now located in the renovated business building. So it used to be the old business building. We built a new one, which I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. But it's now the Shocker Success Center. Before the Success Center was built, all these resources were scattered across campus. So if you wanted to go talk to the Office of Adult Learning, you could talk to them in one building, but then you have to go across the campus to go talk to the Military and Veteran Student Services. So it was really just kind of just everyone on campus. So now with the Shocker Success Center, we have them all in one place, which is really great for our students. So you can go in there, you can go talk to the care team, you can talk to student success. You can get your tech help. You can go through some of our Trio student services. A lot of our tutoring and testing services are going to be in this building as well. So make sure you guys take advantage of students. Make sure you guys take advantage of those tutoring options and testing centers, um, because it's really hard to do college by yourself. So we want all these resources to be available to you, especially in one spot that you can go to. So you can kind of see the list here of different things that we have. So we have like the career closet, which is really cool. We're basically the career closet. What that is that's gently worn, new dress clothes. So if you are getting hyped up and you got yourself a job interview coming up, but you just don't have anything to wear, we know you're college students, you guys, we get it. And sometimes you just can't afford some of those things. Come to the career closet. You come on in, you get yourself a nice shirt, nice pair of slacks, get yourself looking good, looking good, feeling good kind of thing for your job interview. You can come in and get those stuff for free. So it's just stuff that we donate to our students and take advantage of. Uh, so you can get there and you can just knock out that job interview. We also have the Shocker Support Locker. Again, same kind of idea, but more with food. So we get all kinds of donations from food that as a starving college student, I get it. I've been there that you're just short of funds that week, but you need to come in. You have to eat. You gotta keep you guys really well fed. Come to the Shocker Support Locker. Come pick out some food. Take it back to your dorm. Take it back to your apartment. Those are all donated items from our faculty, staff, other students. So to support those that just need it. So we have those options for you. We have all kinds of good stuff going on in this Shocker Success Center. So make sure you guys take advantage of it. It's a cool building. You'll check it out when you come for a campus tour. You may have seen it already. So moving along, joining Shocker Nation. Okay, if you have not applied for admissions yet, here is some things that you can do to kind of start that process. So it's a really good first step that you all are here. So you took time out of your schedule, come out to hang with us this evening. So very thrilled that you're here. So here's the application checklist. So you can apply for admissions at wichita.edu/apply. Just heads up that there is a $40 application fee with that application. And then basically when you fill out that application as a freshman, so transfers, you guys are different. When you fill out that application as a freshman, you're going to self-report your GPA and your ACT and SAT scores. That kind of helps us determine as far as admissions goes, requirements, and that also helps with scholarship opportunities. So transfer students, you're going to be a little bit different. Transfers, you're just going to fill out the transfer application for us, send us your official college transcript. So we'll need one from every college you've attended. So kind of heads up with that. And then we'll need it to be official. As long as you have a 2.0 GPA, you'll get admitted with us. High school students, we're looking at a few things. All right. We are test optional. So you can get in with an unweighted high school GPA of 2.25 or above, or ACT of 21 or SAT of 1060. So it can be one of those three. All right. Transfer students, you have to have a 2.0. High school students, seniors coming in, you just have to have over that 2.25, 21, or the 1060 on your test scores. You can go to the Common App. We do use the Common App. And then you can also go to wichita.edu/apply to fill out our own application as well. So the process is simple, easy. Get that stuff in, and then just make sure if you do have questions about it, feel free to let us know. We would definitely love to help you through that process. Okay, so housing. We'll talk a little bit about housing. So with the housing, we have some options for our freshman transfers. I'm going to talk to you here in just a second, but we do have Shocker Hall and the suites at Wichita State. So Faith is here from our housing office. So if you do have specific questions, feel free to jump in her breakout room later. But they all have different layouts. And you guys, I tell you what, between Shocker Hall and the suites, you can't go wrong. Shocker Hall is our oldest residence hall on campus, but it's only like 9-10 years old. So still in dorm life, that's still pretty young. So definitely a lot of cool room styles. There's actually 4 different room styles in each building that you can choose from. So I promise you there is going to be a room style and a room setup that's specifically for you. The cost, when you see the costs on here between the Shocker Hall and the suites, it does include everything. So it includes all your utilities, your Wi-Fi, unlimited meals in our Shocker Hall dining hall, $150 worth of dining dollars, or maybe more, depending on which route you want to go. Dining dollars is money that we'll put on your Shocker ID card that you could use anywhere else besides the dining hall that serves food. So we have like a food court in our student center that you can use your dining dollars for. And sometimes it's just easier to do that when you're in between classes, you're on the go so much. Just we're gonna swing by there, grab a quick Chick-fil-A and grab a sandwich and then head off to my next class. So costs are going to vary. It's just going to be just depend on what room style you get, what meal plan you get. So it'll vary a little bit depending on what that goes for. Our housing application has opened up already, so definitely keep that in mind. So we definitely want you to apply before December 1st to get that early priority date. You have to get admitted to the university first, and then you can jump on and fill out that housing application. You guys, if you haven't been on campus for a campus tour, please feel free to come. We can get you in a room, show you the room, kind of give you the inside, look of what those dorm rooms look like. So you have a really good idea of what to look forward to in the future. Okay, so for transfer students, so if we have any transfer students on the line, so for transfer students, we have the flats. Okay, so they are reserved for upperclassmen and transfer students. To go back a little bit to our freshman dorms, we do require our freshmen to live on campus unless you're from the Wichita area or immediate area. And we can kind of work on that case by case basis. Transfers, we do not require to live on campus. Transfers is just an option for you. So if you want the convenience of being on campus, we would love for you to look at the flats. Y'all, the flats are nice. So the flats is a full apartment. So you have washer dryer, you have a full kitchen, so full size refrigerator, stove top, oven, microwave. I mean, granite countertops. Why they put granite countertops in a resident hall? I'm not sure, but it still looks great, you guys. So definitely if you're a transfer student and you're thinking about the flats, or if you come here and stay in the suites or Shocker Hall, and then your next year you want to stay on campus, you can look at the flats. So definitely a lot of options for you as far as the housing goes. We do have off-campus housing options as well for our transfers and upperclassmen. So lots of places that are really close to campus that really work well with our transfer and our college students. So which is very, very nice. They partner up with us well to make sure that you have a nice residence to live in while you're going here at Wichita State. Okay, so we talked a little bit earlier, and if I'm talking too fast, you guys, I do apologize. Make sure you just keep asking those questions. So one thing I mentioned before is about Research University in the region, and this is one of the kind of the graphs that we're really specifically proud of. So this is based off of what we're looking at for tuition and fees compared to all the other universities in the state and within actually the area. So we're looking at Colorado, Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Nebraska. So these are all very comparative colleges as far as size goes, and this is what we're looking at as far as tuition goes. So this is for our in-state tuition folks, and then also for our Shocker City discount folks, and we'll hit more on that here in just a second. So let's talk cost of attendance. So here we have an idea of what you're looking at for cost of attendance for Kansas residents and Shocker City discount. Shocker City is our discount for specific states that I will show you here in this next map. We're looking close to $10,000 a year. It's going to be based off your tuition and fees. Of course, housing, we're going to put a little bit more on top of that, but tuition and fees, we're looking about 10 grand a year. Shocker Select and MSEP, which is about 33% off the out-of-state rate, we're going to look at about 14,000 a year, and then non-residents, we're going to look around 20,000 a year. We're going to keep saying this, that we're a most affordable research university in Kansas. And so, but keep in mind that majority of you, if not all of you, are going to receive some sort of scholarships or financial aid. So Shocker City Partnership. So this could be a good one for y'all to screenshot if you like. So Shocker City Partnership. Students from these specific areas do pay in-state tuition. So it's really based off the county that you live in. And the estimated tuition fees is, like I said, is going to be close to 10 grand a year. And you'll also be eligible for the freshman and transfer scholarships, no question. And students save more than $42,000 over 4 years compared to out-of-state tuition by being in one of these areas or living in, have a permanent resident in one of these areas. If you're not in the Shocker City Partnership, you're in the Shocker Select area. So, which means that basically you're going to get 33% off your in-state tuition. That will help cut that out-of-state tuition rate, which is going to be nice. Feel free to go to Wichita.edu/Shocker Savings to check out all the other discounts and information about those. Scholarships. Okay, hit on scholarships here really quick. This is kind of a fun little kind of graph form to check out of where you sit with scholarships. So this is our freshman merit scholarship. You can also go to wichita.edu/scholarship. And then Jang is here as well with our financial aid office. She can talk to you in the breakout room if you have specific information or questions about these. But we're going to base this off of your ACT or SAT score and your unweighted GPA. So the bolded number is if you're paying in-state tuition is what you get over 4 years. So if it's $12,000 scholarship, you're going to get $3,000 a year every year that you're here, as long as you maintain a good standing with us. If you haven't taken an ACT or SAT, we do have a GPA only scholarship that we can give you scholarships just based off your GPA. And we'd be happy to look in those. Keep in mind, y'all, that this is not the only scholarship that we give. We have so many other scholarship opportunities too, as well. This is just one of our most common ones that we get asked about and that we do award. Transfer students that are here, we do have a transfer merit scholarship. So your transfer merit scholarship is going to be based off your transfer GPA. So your college transfer GPA, you're looking at a 3.25 or above. If you have a 3.25 or above transfer GPA, you get anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 over 2 years. For that, you just fill out the application, you send us your transcripts, and as long as we see in your transcripts that you have that 3.25 or above, we'll award those scholarships for you. Keep in mind that if you are looking for next fall transfer students, that we do need to have you admitted by February 1st. That is our scholarship deadline. So please make sure that you get those applications in and get that to us as soon as we can. All right, we have one of the biggest scholarships. Some of you may have heard of this already. One of the biggest scholarships that we do award is our DSI Invitational Scholarship, which is our Harry Gore Scholarship. We offer three $64,000 scholarships for three well-deserving students. To qualify for that, you just apply and get admitted with us by November 1st. If you meet any of the academic criteria that is on your screen, we will invite you to this. So we will send out information to you and say, hey, congratulations, you've been admitted. We see that you have a GPA of a 3.5 or above. Please apply for this scholarship. We would love for you guys to do that. And then once you apply for that scholarship, we will bring you back on Saturday, November 22nd for DSI. And basically, DSI is our Saturday that we want you to come and compete and be here for try to get that $64,000 scholarship, and we would definitely love to have you guys do that. All right, scholarship opportunities, you guys. I mentioned ton of scholarship opportunities. So not only do we have the DSI, but we have scholarships available for business majors, entrepreneurship majors, education majors, first gen students. You guys will see a lot of this on our scholarship website. So this is just a nice example of what we have to offer for our students. And you guys, you can see from 64,000 to 50,000 to 8,000. We have a lot of scholarships that are going to help with that tuition and fees and possible housing. So definitely make sure you guys apply for the scholarship. Make sure you do your research and we get you in for those scholarship opportunities. We do have the Shocker Promise, and this is for Kansas residents only. So keep in mind that the scholarship promise does cover full tuition and fees scholarships, plus a housing stipend for our students that are going to live on campus. Here's the criteria for that. So it's a Shocker Promise Academy. We just want to make sure you get all your stuff in by March 1st. So when you're looking at these scholarships, you guys definitely make sure that you're paying attention to the deadlines and dates. Those dates and deadlines, we definitely want to make sure that you get in time, get those applications done, and get those in so you can make sure that you get those scholarship opportunities and get the opportunity for those. A red scholarship is another one that you all can look into as well. It's specifically for our high school seniors. Kansas resident, must be Pell Grant eligible. That application is open now. Red Scholarships is pretty much a full ride. So make sure that you guys go ahead and get on there and check out the criteria for it. Make sure you check out the application process for it. But definitely, you guys, opportunities after opportunities. So definitely get on there and look for those scholarships. We have a newer partnership that's been just about a year or so old with KC Scholars. So if you're in the Kansas City, Missouri area, we do have the KC Scholars We're part of their college network now that you can go ahead and apply for, and we do have scholarship opportunities for you from that specific area. All right, a couple of things, you guys. You're almost done with me, I promise. So a couple cool abilities that we do want to make sure that you guys check out when you're on campus or go for tours. We do have a really cool Shocker Studios, and Shocker Studios it does a lot of our digital media programs, game design, filmmaking, audio. A very big, huge part of Shocker Studios, which is kind of off campus, but the tech there is mind blowing. The tech there is so cool. They have the LED value wall, what they use for kind of special effects, CGI. There, they have just different opportunities for you guys to really, really check out and look into if you're interested in any of those specific areas. Woolsey Hall for our business majors in here. You guys are lucky. Y'all, this building is nice. This is our new business home of the Barton Business School. It's a $65 million project. And it is just a beautiful building. I know even students that aren't business majors will go hang out here. But if you're a business major, you're going to spend a lot of time in Woolsey Hall, which is beautiful. It's got a nice little pond next to it and a nice little bridge. So it's a very fun place to check out. We do have a YMCA on campus as well. As a Wichita State student, you'll have free membership to the YMCA on campus and all the other YMCAs in the Wichita area. So there's 10 YMCAs total in the Wichita area that you will be a member of just by being a Wichita State student, which is cool. So you can work out there anytime. You go play basketball with your friends, whatever you want to do, but it also houses our student health services and our student counseling and prevention services. So those are other resources that you can take advantage of once you're a student at Wichita State. And another partnership we're currently working on right now, you guys, is our Wichita Biomedical Center. So it's set to complete in spring of 2027. It's actually in partner with the University of Kansas Medical Center. We're really excited to partner with KU with this. So it's combining our nursing, physical therapy, and physician associate programs, along with KU Med Center's medical and pharmacy programs. And we're all going to put it in one spot. So we're so excited for this. It's really something special that we can do to kind of really put Wichita on the map when it comes to healthcare and education towards healthcare. And we're even looking hopefully for a future dental school as well by building this biomedical center. And this is just a fun quote from someone from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas. He's the CEO about the big gift that they donated to the biomedical center. So we're really just excited for it and for something to be like this in the city of Wichita. These are just renderings, you guys, of what some of the things will look like and classrooms will look like in that new building. Shocker Athletics. So as a student, you'll have free access to all the Shocker athletic programs on campus. So there's a list of all the programs there. It's fun, you guys. You guys get free tickets for that. You get free tickets to our fine arts events. We definitely want you to take advantage of, get involved, dial in, go these things, grab your friends, go check it out. So our Shocker Bowling women's team just made it to the NCAA Final Four this last year. Our Spirit Squad won the national championship this last year. Some of you are probably familiar with our basketball and baseball and softball teams are doing really well. So yeah, so we got a lot of good stuff with the athletics in the NCAA Division I area. Student life. Gosh, there's a lot of good stuff in student life, you guys. There's a lot of things to keep you busy outside the classroom. Great ways to get involved. One thing I would definitely highly recommend is you do get involved in stuff on campus. Join clubs, join organizations, get dialed in. Don't just go to class and go back to your room. Go to class, hang out with your friends, go to a club meeting, go to an organization meeting, go to an intramural, go play some sports, go to an event, go to a play or a musical. We definitely want you all to go ahead and get involved with stuff that's happening on campus. Lots and lots and lots of stuff for you to do. And here's kind of a fun little hype video for you guys. Nice. Okay, you guys like really ready and hyped now to jump on campus? All right, some of the things here. I know we have some student ambassadors here tonight that I'm going to have you introduce yourself here in just a little bit. But our Student Ambassador Society is a volunteer society within the admissions office of students. They volunteer their time to hang out with us, to help us with recruitment. We could not do what we do with our student without our student ambassadors. They are such an asset to our team here at Wichita State. They do great things. If at any time, especially after you hear them on the panel, if you ever want to ask them a question, you go to wichita.edu/ask SAS. Feel free to reach out to them. They monitor that website and they will get back to you with any questions, concerns, or anything that you have from a student perspective. And another thing, one last thing I do want to point out, you guys, I promise I'm almost done. The Wichita State campus tours. If you have not been on a tour, please, please, please come visit. You guys are doing great by being here tonight, but you don't really get the full effect of the campus until you see it for yourself in person. Honestly, y'all, between a community college and here where I worked before and here at Wichita State, campus visits can really make or break your decision. So we really highly recommend come for an event, come for a personal campus visit. Check it out. We want you to see it here in person before you jump in. We really will, and we would like to meet you as well in person. So I can see you across from the screen, but definitely would like to see you in person as well. So there's a website too, wichita.edu//visit. So get on there, schedule a time. You can pick what day you want. You can pick what time you want. We have certain times. We have some Saturdays, and basically just come for a campus tour. You hear from the admissions rep. We also can get you lined up with an academic appointment as well. Okay, so like I said, I promised you guys I was going to be done here. Thank you all so much for listening to me. We still have a couple more things, so don't go anywhere. This is just a quick evaluation. So if you guys don't mind scanning this while I have it on the screen, go ahead and scan this QR code. This is just our evaluation to give us feedback. Wait till after the whole event is over. And then if you can, go ahead and fill that out because we would definitely love for you to let us know how we did, things we can improve. We're always looking to improve our students. But without further ado, I want to go ahead. I'm going to actually stop sharing my screen here. And I'm going to call up our SAS members. So if our SAS members, if you guys can go ahead and get yourselves on screen. Okay, I see some of your pretty faces. Yes. Awesome. So SAS members, if you guys can go ahead. Now it's time for the student panel. Before I have the SAS members go ahead and introduce themselves, this is going to be a little interactive. So our students, our parents, if you guys have questions for our SAS members, please think of those. You can definitely put it in the chat room or you can just unmute yourself and ask away. So we want you to get some information for these awesome, amazing current students we have here at Wichita State. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn it to our SAS folks. So whoever wants to go first, student ambassadors, feel free, rapid fire, go for it. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess I will start. Hi, everyone. My name is Raf. I'm a fourth year here, majoring in forensic science and minoring in chemistry, history, biology, honors, and organizational leadership with the leadership emphasis for the honors minor. And I'm from Hugoton, Kansas. So born and raised Kansas, been here my whole life.
Awesome. Thanks, Raf.
Hello, everyone. My name is Santiago Carvajal. I am a sophomore in computer engineering with a minor in computer science, and I'm from Texas.
Hey, I'm Aiden Thibodeau. I'm a freshman studying health science. My minors are health management, public health, chemistry, biology, and honors, and I'm originally from Harrington, Kansas.
Hello, my name is Kyra Bergman. I am a junior here at Wichita State studying biochemistry on the pre-med track, and my minors are university honors, and I am from Vermillion, Kansas, so also born and raised Kansas.
Hi, I'm Avery Thompson. I'm a freshman here, and my major is chemistry on a pre-med track with a minor in Spanish, and I am from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay, did we get everybody? We good? Okay. Okay. So, like I said before, if we want to open it up to questions from students, parents that are on the Zoom, feel free to put it in the chat room or shout it out. But to kind of kickstart things, I'll go ahead and ask a couple of questions. So, I know you all are current students here right now, and you chose to be at Wichita State. So, can you tell me one thing that helped make your decision to attend here?
For me, what really like I don't know. Like what really sold it for me was the tour because like when I looked at other universities, they felt like super huge and then there was some other ones that like didn't really feel big enough, but Wichita State just felt like it met right in the middle and I just loved all the different buildings. So I'd really recommend doing the tour.
I also agree. I was going to say my campus visit as well was one of my really big things that pushed me towards Wichita State when I was on campus. I just fell in love with every part of it, and it really just felt like home.
One of the things that really sold Wichita State to me was the applied learning experiences. I currently work as a software engineer at NAP, and that has something that's been in my career path and wanted to be at for a really long time. So being able to finally do it and get the real world experience is what really attracts me to Wichita State and what I want to do here in my life.
One of the things that drew me to Wichita State was also the campus tour, but then being here for the DSI competition that Chad mentioned a little while ago for the scholarships. Being able to participate in that and meet plenty of people from campus that I was able to start making connections before I even had decided what college I was coming to. And then also that biomed campus that they were starting to have plans for was kind of attracting.
For me, it was kind of the same as Kyra. My department head was very, very in tune with me. He was able to talk to me about where I was looking for with my major, what was, ahead of me if I came here. And so I really like that. And then also just scholarships. I won a scholarship called the Red Foundation Scholarship, and it's actually a full ride here to Wichita State. And so I absolutely like, they're amazing people. They're more than just a money scholarship. They do so many amazing things. And so they kind of really sold it for me.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys. And it looks like Daniela coming through in the chat. So, Avery, I have a specific question for you. Can you talk more about your minor in Spanish and what were your favorite classes and why?
So I'm actually just a freshman, so haven't even been here a full semester yet. So I haven't taken any of my minor specific classes yet.
Okay. Something to look forward to, though, right?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, Jamie comes through with a question. For those who are attending from out of state, how quickly did you adapt and feel at home?
Um, so for me coming from out of state, the first like week that you're here is like welcome week and the housing department puts on so many events. So there's always something to do. So you're meeting all the new people and it just makes it like so much easier of a transition.
Okay, awesome. Let's see. Benjamin, is there any social society specifically for engineering majors? So groups, organizations specific for engineering majors. Anyone can talk about that?
I'm not an engineering major necessarily, but a lot of my friends are, and I do know that there is, oh gosh, I'm gonna murder the name of it. I think it's Beta Tau or something, but it's like an engineers honor society. I know it's like it's not a Greek society, even though it's Greek letters, but it's an engineering honor society that a lot of engineers do. And so I know that's like a really big one for them.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Raf. Um, so Troy asked, so he's interested because a lot of you have a major and a minor. So can you kind of explain, can one of y'all kind of explain how that major slash minor thing works?
I like to take my major as like a general as a general thing I want to really learn and go into as a career field. And I like to take my minor as something as a little bit of a specification or something I really want to focus on specifically. My career path that I want to do has something to be related with software engineering, anything in computer science realm. But I love hardware and what computer engineering is. So having the minor of computer science really allows me to focus in on software engineering, computer science concepts while doing my major with hardware.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Santiago. So coming with the hard questions, you guys, this is great. Has it been easier or harder to focus while at Wichita State?
Me personally, I would say definitely easier. I have a lot of friends throughout Kansas and out of state as well, and I have definitely been able to see a difference between if I went to like a bigger D1 university or just a different one, I guess a different D1 university. And I really like the kind of like mid-range that we are. We're not too crazy small, but I'm able to have like one-on-ones with my professors if need be. And I feel like that's a little resemblance in the GPA differences between me and my friends. So I really like Wichita State in that aspect.
Sure. Would anyone else like to chime in on that one?
I feel like kind of building on that. Like, I don't know. In high school, I feel like I didn't really have to study that much because the classes were easier. And then I had to definitely adjust to the classes in college. But Wichita State offers a ton of support. So one thing I love is like our SI sessions, which is supplemental instruction. So like if you are having trouble focusing and like learning in certain classes, there's definitely a lot of that support and like tutoring that you can rely on.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Aiden.
I
Okay.
also like to say just like adjusting to college wherever you go is going to be difficult at some point. But like Avery mentioned, we do have that welcome week, which is more like 3 weeks almost at the beginning of the semester that helps students adjust and make friends and find the people that they're going to know for the next 4 years.
Perfect. Thanks, you guys. So Ivan comes in with a hard question as well. If you could change one thing, what would it be?
I
Is
can
there...
start.
Oh, go ahead, Carrie. Yes. Go
Um,
ahead.
I think that I would have looked at more majors before I was dead set on my major before I came here. I changed it already my freshman year before first semester even finished, after I explored some other things when I got here. And it didn't change a whole lot, but it did change a few of the courses I ended up taking. And I wish I would have just kind of looked a little more at my options before just declaring my major. But it's also okay to change it. So.
Yeah, building onto that, I also had the same experience. One weekend, I went from computer science to computer engineering. It's more or less that I was able to talk to some professors, actually gain some insight from the student perspective, whether it was a student ambassador or anyone that was on campus. They showed me what it was really like to be like an engineering major, but also a specific computer engineering major, with all the hardware, all the coding and everything. Just the very well mix of it is what really attracted me to it compared to what computer science is specifically.
Awesome. So if any of you guys have experience with this, how did WSU accept any of your high school dual credit, maybe AP classes? Was that pretty smooth for you guys that had that experience?
Yeah, I thought that it was super easy with getting them transferred over, and I met with an advisor at one point during my senior year and confirmed with her to make sure that the classes that I was doing in high school would be able to transfer over, which it was a super easy process to get that done.
Yeah, and just kind of piggyback on that, yeah, we do accept the AP score. So basically the AP test scores. Then also, if you take dual credit at another university or community college, as long as you send us the official transcripts, we're going to accept those. Um, so great question. So Parker asks, are any of you guys a part of a sport? And if so, what sport?
I am a part of the sport. I'm actually on the cheer team, so I was on last year's team that won the national championship. Just got recognized for it, have the banner hanging in Coke. So that was really cool. And
Yeah,
so this is my
yeah.
second year now.
I just joined the men's volleyball team. It is a club team, but
Oh,
I just joined it and they have been doing pretty well these past couple years, but I'm looking forward to it.
that's awesome, Santiago. That's great. All right. So Troy has a question about the housing process. And Troy, this may be a question for Faith, but if any of our students, if you went through the housing process and have a current roommate, if you want to kind of talk about that a little bit and what the experience was with that. Okay.
So
Oh,
when you're looking for a roommate, like they have you fill out a survey right when you apply, like after you apply for housing, and then it like asks you a bunch of different things about like what temperature do you like are you clean or messy? And then it kind of like matches you up with a bunch of different options, like who you might fit in best with. And then you can kind of like send roommate requests to those people, and it just makes it like a lot easier to find a roommate.
awesome. Thanks, Aiden. And then Kobe, you asked about the process for a transfer student. I think we may turn that one over to Faith in the breakout room because that's going to be a little bit different process for a transfer student for the spring. Um, so Kayla asked, can someone talk about Greek life? Are any of you involved in Greek life?
I know I am. I don't know about any of the other SAS and or the other ambassadors, but I'm in Phi Delta Theta, so that's one of our IFC chapters. That is a interfraternal council chapter. I always call it more like the just more regular, more nationally recognized ones. That we do have other chapters like CGC, which are cultural Greek communities, and those are more like cultural, ethnicity, heritage type based. But I really like Greek life. I always, Wichita and this is the biggest city in Kansas, come from a small rural town. It's a really easy way to just kind of get social and meet people and just build your network. I know for me personally, one of my internships was solely because one of the city councilmen of Wichita was a Phi Delta from Wichita State, and he kind of hooked me up with an internship. So I absolutely love it. It kind of just gives you a little something extra to do on your weeks and, gives you good connections.
Okay, great. Thanks, Raf. Um, so Gabrielle, I think asks, how would you describe freshman housing? For those of you that are living on campus right now, how would you describe the housing?
So I currently live in Shocker Hall, and I live in a room that has four bedrooms and two bathrooms, and it has been super nice to be able to have like my own space and but then also having roommates at the same time. And all of the facilities here are super nice and they're in such good shape, and it's just been really good.
I have one specific for Santiago. Did you get your role at NetApp because of WSU? I got hired at NetApp as a full stack engineer while in high school, so I could benefit from applied learning, um, or related engineering benefits if I'm already in the industry.
Okay. Well, I had gotten my role through Anavar, which is a partner company of WSU. It was the same application. It was a two-round interview process. So at first I had interviewed with Anavar, and then I had then interviewed with NetApp with the engineers as there. So I'm currently a software engineer there. So I don't know how the process is with full stack engineers, but I believe that's honestly a really great thing for you to have, especially if you got that in high school. But I will say that a lot of the work that I do and a lot of the work that I know a lot of the people do at NetApp also translate to any of the coursework. So I believe that having that applied learning really, really helps you out because it gives you a little bit of an edge because it teaches you what the real world like shows you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Troy asks, what do you do in your free time, guys? Do you have free time?
I guess this is kind of random, but one of my favorite things to do, like kind of more on the weekends, is there's like this dinner theater in downtown Wichita called Mosley Street Melodrama. and I'm actually going with my friends next week. And I don't know, it's just so fun. They like write their own plays, and I highly recommend going to it.
Awesome. Thanks, Aiden. Anyone
Um,
share? Yeah, go ahead, Raf.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I don't have a lot of free time because I am always busy. I'm in a lot of organizations and clubs. But the cool thing about that is like stuff that I'm in, like cheer and band and Greek life, is I get to go to all the fests that we have in Wichita. There's I believe there's like 400 fests and only 365 days. So that means there's more than one fest a day in Wichita. But there's like Chili Fest. There's like I know a festival for New Orleans. There's like a festival celebrating Asian heritage, Hispanic heritage. Like there's a whole bunch of festivals throughout the town, and it's like every other weekend basically. And so I always go down and check out all the festivals. One of my favorite ones is definitely Taco Fest. That one's over the summer, and just it's like a bunch of tacos for like $2 each. So.
Awesome. Michaela asked about does the credits earned apply to out-of-state students as well? Yeah, absolutely, Michaela. Yeah, we'll work with you on those credit hours. Um, Kobe asks, also I'm planning on going into game design with a minor in graphic design. Does anyone think it'd be smart for them to minor in another language? So, does anyone have a major and two minors, and how does that go?
I can share actually. I don't know if you guys introductions, but I joined kind of late. My name is Tanya. But I actually have three minors. I have a minor in chemistry, Spanish, and then university honors. But I'm also majoring in biology, so I kind of got the Spanish minor for funsies. But adding on a minor essentially means that you're going to add on an extra 12 credits to your curriculum. And depending on whatever language you want to do, I know the biggest ones that we have here at WCU are Spanish, French, German, and I think Japanese has been kind of like growing a lot. But even if it's not related to your major, my Spanish minor isn't related to biology. You can still do it. So I'd say also go for it. Like it always looks really good to have an extra minor or so and something that's totally outside of your field. So yeah.
Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate you chiming in. Thank you so much. Um, Also, for our sports guys, Raf and Santiago, did you have to try out for the sports you're involved in?
Yes, for me, there was a specialized trial for it. It was simply just it was simply just presented in flyers or just text or by word of mouth and everything. I showed up and tried out for the tryout time, and that was it. It was a simple process. So.
Yeah, same thing for cheer. There's tryouts. We have it on our Instagram. It's basically every May. It's a 2-day ordeal. So you'd come to Wichita for 2 days. And then, yeah, you try out. There's materials that we kind of tell you, like, hey, you'd want to be able to do these skills or these stunts before. And then you show up, try out. Hopefully you make it. And then you make it. Then you're an official WC cheerleader. And I'd say that's for essentially all sports going from club or NCAA D1 level. Like it's usually some sort of day or 2-day thing. Intramural sports is like the only sports that you don't necessarily have a tryout thing for.
All right, thank you guys. How's the dining hall food?
I like it personally.
Oh.
I've been on campus all 4 years. I lived in Shocker all my freshman year. I lived in the Flats for the last 3. That's where I am right now. I really like it. One of the things I will say that was at least like really cool is getting to try like new foods because my mom, love her, love the lady. She's a beautiful lady, wonderful lady. Was not very creative, and so like I got to try some new things here, like meatloaf. I don't think I've even had meatloaf until I came here. But yeah, I honestly really like the dining food, especially breakfast. You have like an omelet bar. You get to make your own omelet. So.
All right, anyone else have comments? Avery, what do you think of the dining hall food? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I have not, I've loved the dining hall food and the convenience of having it so close where it's like I walk out of my door and it's just right there. And then again, what Raph was saying is the opportunity to try all the different things.
Yeah, one thing with that I really like going to Dine Hall because the variety is really really impressive. There's going to be something there no matter what kind of mood you're in that you're going to like. So, um, okay, you guys are asking great questions. Some of these questions I definitely want to refer you to like Patricia and Terrence in the breakout rooms. Um, does anyone know how the dance team works and what they do?
Yeah, so I guess I think I might take that one. Dance team is part of Spirit Squad. Spirit Squad's like the conjoined term, but there's two parts to it. There's cheer and then dance. Cheer is the stunting, throwing people in the air, doing tumbling, backflips, all that. Dance is going to be more, like dance. You are not necessarily, doing any jumps, but you're doing your twirls and your leaps and bounds and all that. They do the same thing. They have about, I think they have a 1 day, it might be 2 day, but it's a 1 day tryout, same thing. And they do essentially all the same stuff we do. We go to the games, we, cheer at the games or we dance at the games. And then in April is like our big nationals competition where we go out to Florida and compete. We do appearances, and so people can request the cheer or the dance team to go to like a Shields appearance. And so we basically go and show some Wichita State support there because we're a big partnership there. So that is their kind of like their thing, if you will.
Awesome. Thanks, Raph. Okay, so um, real quick on the subject of dining hall. Okay, there's one more question, and then I got one more question for you guys. On the subject of the dining hall, do you guys know how accommodations are taken care of with our students that have food allergies, anything like that? So I think I can go ahead and jump in. Okay, Raph, I see you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So there is actually in the dining hall, there's little symbols everywhere that says whether it's gluten-free, vegan friendly, or anything like that. And so you can see that not only like on the TVs when you're in the dining hall, but then if you go onto, it's called Dine on Campus, you can like look up Dine on Campus Wichita State, and it'll show the campus dining. It'll give you a full menu, and it'll show you what's gluten-free or what's not. And then honestly, 9 times out of 10, if you just go up and ask them, they can do it for you. I've like seen it a whole bunch of times. I've had people who are my friends, and they have like celiacs, which is it's a where they can't eat wheat or anything like that, and so they just say, "Hey, I have celiacs. Can you make me a burger without the bread?" And like they'll do that. They're very accommodating.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Thanks, Raph. So, Michaela did ask about a good band program. Yes. Yes, we do. I'm looking at Raph. I'm looking at Raph at every question because Raph is involved in lots of stuff. So, Raph, what do you think about the band program?
I mean, short and simple, I love it. I know a lot of people think they get thrown off because we have a marching band program, but no football program. I love it. I've been in it all 4 years. You get paid to be in the pep band aspect of it, and so it's absolutely awesome. It's fun to go to all the games, and it's kind of interesting because we almost have like our own relationship with the players because we're at all the games, and they end up knowing you by the end of the year. So it's really fun, and that's just pep band. Like we have so many different other bands, whether it's orchestra or symphonic or you're in a choir. Like we have a really great music program.
Okay, awesome. So, you guys, I hate to cut this short. I really want to respect your time and those other folks that are on here. So thank you for the great questions. If we did not get to your questions because we had so many, feel free to reach out to us. Go to that Ask SAS website as well, and I know they'd be happy to answer those questions for you guys too. We just want to make sure you get all your questions answered before you think about Wichita State, so you know what you're getting into, and hope it's the best place for you. So apologize if we didn't get to your question, but we're actually going to move on to really the most important part of the evening, and that's the scholarship drawing. My friend Jillian, who is my colleague on the transfer team, she actually collected all your names. She put it on a big wheel, and I don't know if she's spun yet, but I know she's going to spin here in a second, and she's going to announce the scholarship winner. If you're announced the scholarship winner, before you go into a break room, we kind of want to get a screenshot. So we want to get a screenshot of you with Jillian, and so announced as the winner. So we can put it in all the newsletters, make a big deal out of you, and then that way, once we get your name, we can make sure that they get that scholarship added to your account. So, Jillian, I'm going to pass it on to you for the big spin of the day.
Thank you, Chad. Okay, so this scholarship, there was a few questions in the chat of what is the eligibility for it. So this one is for our high school seniors and transfer students who have applied for the fall 2026 term and also attended this Zoom. So like Chad said, I put all of your, I don't know if it's going to show, but all of your wonderful names on a big wheel, and I haven't spun yet, so this is real time. So let's go ahead and spin. Okay, drum roll. Okay, so the winner is it Mina Freeman? Let's see if she's still here.
Hey, it's Mina. Mina's
Mina
still
Freeman.
here. Mina, are you still here?
Yes.
Yes, we're
Oh,
Yay!
Mina, yay! Yay!
Congratulations.
Yay! Mina, congrats.
I can't get the video on.
Yay.
Thank you.
Okay, so make sure you stay on before we go out into the breakout room so we can get maybe a picture if we can figure out the camera.
So we'll figure it out. But okay, so Mina, congratulations. Awesome. Very, very excited for you.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So now it's time for the breakout rooms. So I'm going to turn over to my colleague and friend Anthony. He's going to get you guys to the breakout rooms. Now, keep in mind, go to whatever breakout room that you want to get more information, questions. If you need to go to multiple ones, please go to multiple ones. We're going to hang out here as long as we need to. But I'm going to turn it over to Anthony.
Hello, everyone. Anthony here. First things first, there are 9 breakout sessions this evening. Feel free to click on the breakout rooms session button down towards the bottom of your Zoom, and it should allow you to join whichever room you choose. Now, you can also exit the room and join another room and have fun and ask lots of questions.
And then us in admissions, we're going to stick here in the main room. So if you have questions for us, we'll be here. SASers, thank you. You guys are rock stars.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. We are splitting into breakout rooms right now. So if there's a breakout room that you're interested in going to,
Oh, this is Mina. It didn't save the name, but this is Mina
Mina.
Freeman.
Oh, this is Mina. Oh, hi, Mina. Okay, nice.
When I turned it, I tried to turn the camera thing on so we could take the picture. It disconnected me completely.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we can see you.
So it's breakout room time.
Yeah, so we'll actually get a screenshot of your picture first, Mina, and then whoever else wants to be in the picture. And then so we can celebrate you. And so and then you guys can go to the breakout rooms whenever you're ready.
Yeah, she's like, I just got back from ballet. I look awful.
You look great. Plus you won a scholarship. It doesn't matter.
No kidding, exactly. Okay.
All right, we got a few people still going. So Lexi, whenever you're ready, I know we still have some other names on here, but that's fine. So in case Mina wants to get to a breakout room. So Lexi is my other colleague. She's actually in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but if Lexi, whenever you're ready, if you want to take a screenshot to celebrate Mina, that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just trying to pull it up so she's the main one on the screen. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Does it help if she's talking?
Yes, if you just want to say something before you're ready, that would be perfect. Thank you.
You gotta move your finger out of the way.
Oh, there you go. What do I say?
Just sing.
I'm not going to sing.
Not at me.
Do you know the woo shock? You can hold up a little woo shock if you want for your picture.
This?
No. What's the wushak?
I think you got it right.
Yeah. So with the thumb out, pinky
Just like
out.
this.
Uh-huh.
Like that?
Is our W.
Yep. There you go.
All right, I think
Awesome. I got it.
Sweet.
Good.
All right, Mina, congrats. Feel free to go to the breakout room and yeah, get all the information that you can.
All right. Thank you guys. Good presentation.
Thanks.
All right. Where are we going? So they had one engineering.